Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Saira Mujtaba with the news at 9. The headlines. Election Commission announces dates for assembly polls in 5 states. Chhattisgarh to have two-phase poll, while Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Telangana and Mizoram to have single-phase polling. Prime Minister Narendra Modi accuses the Congress of practicing vote bank politics and dividing people to gain power. President Ramnath Kovind calls for robust healthcare to expecting mothers and newly-borns in the making of a strong nation. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley charges the opposition of hypocrisy on fuel prices, with non-NDA states refusing to give relief to common man. And in Rajkot Cricket Test, India beat West Indies by an innings and 272 runs. The Election Commission today announced the poll schedule for assembly elections for Madhya Pradesh, Mizoram, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh and Telangana. While Chhattisgarh will have two-phase elections on 12th and 20th of November, Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram will go for polling on 28th of November. In Rajasthan and Telangana, polling will be held on 7th of December. Announcing the poll schedule in New Delhi today, Chief Election Commissioner CEC O.P. Rawat said counting of votes of all the 5 states will take place on 11th of December. He said the Model Code of Conduct has come into force from today after the announcement of poll schedule for all the poll-bound states. However, in case of Telangana, it is applicable from the day the assembly was prematurely dissolved. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has accused Congress party for practicing vote bank politics and dividing people to gain power. Addressing a public meeting at Ajmer in Rajasthan today, Mr. Modi said political parties which do only vote bank politics divide the bureaucracy when they are in power.
जो वोट बैंक की राजनीति करते हैं, उनको कभी हिंदू मुस्लिम का खेल करने में मजा आती है, कभी अगड़े पिछड़े का खेल करने में मजा आती है। जहां मौका मिले टुकड़े करो, जहां मौका मिले दरार पैदा करो। हम जोड़ने वाले हैं समाज के हर तबके को, समाज के हर वर्ग को। कोई भूभाग बहुत पीछे रह जाए, ये भी हमें मंजूर नहीं।
Mr. Modi said democracy needs a strong opposition, but the current opposition not only failed when it was in power for 60 years, but has also failed in discharging its role as opposition. Mr. Modi charged the opposition of insulting soldiers by questioning the surgical strikes.
सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक मेरे देश के वीर जवानों का बहुत ही बड़ा पराक्रम था। क्या राजनीति ने आपको इतना नीचे धकेल दिया है कि पहले आपने सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक की बेइज्जती करने की कोशिश की? मेरे वीर जवानों के पराक्रम को लांछन लगाने के लिए कोई मौका नहीं छोड़ा।
President Ramnath Kovind has called for robust healthcare of expecting mothers and the newly born in the making of a strong nation. Addressing the International Conference on Women Health, Wellness and Empowerment in Kanpur today, he said that a healthy family makes a healthy nation. The President said that even though the girl children face more restrictions in our society in comparison to boys, they are still surging ahead in many areas with determination and skill. He said this is a welcome trend and must be encouraged. Mr. Kovind emphasized the need to spread awareness among masses about the ongoing government schemes which are being run for their welfare. Mr. Kovind said,
हमारे बहुत से देशवासियों को सरकार द्वारा या आपकी संस्था जैसी अनेक संस्थाओं द्वारा उनके लाभ के लिए किए जा रहे कार्यों के बारे में जानकारी ही नहीं होती है। इसलिए ये हम सबकी जिम्मेदारी है कि ऐसे तबकों तक उनके लाभ और कल्याण के लिए चलाए जा रहे कार्यक्रमों की ठीक-ठीक जानकारी पहुंचे।
Addressing another seminar by Talent Development Council at Chandrasekhar Azad University of Agriculture and Technology, Mr. Kovind said value-added education is important for nation building. Later in the evening, the President inaugurated the 4th India International Science Festival or IISF 2018 in Lucknow. Addressing the conference, Mr. Kovind laid stress on the importance of theoretical research. He urged the scientific community to encourage budding researchers and students so that they can excel in various scientific fields. The President said,
the obligation of scientists is not simply to create applications for fellow citizens. It is primarily to explore the frontiers of human ingenuity, blue sky research and innovation for its own sake, and for examining unknown and undiscovered limits of our universe represent the magic of science. This is how science has advanced over centuries. And this is why, even as we marry science to developmental goals, we must not ignore theoretical research.
Mr. Kovind said that India's investment in research and development programs will be more than $83 billion during this year. Union Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Harshvardhan, and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath were present on the occasion. The Nationalist Congress Party, or NCP, today said that its president, Sharad Pawar, will not contest the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Putting to rest speculations that Mr. Pawar will contest from Pune Lok Sabha seat, party leader Jitendra Rehwar told reporters in Mumbai that the NCP president had already made it clear in 2014 that he will not contest the Lok Sabha polls again. The NCP has demanded a 50-50 seat sharing formula with Congress for the state's 48 Lok Sabha seats. A two-day meeting of the NCP began in Mumbai today to decide on the selection of candidates for the 2019 Lok Sabha seats. A Delhi court today granted bail to RJD chief Lalu Prasad's wife, Rabdi Devi, and son Tejasvi Yadav in the Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation scam case. Special Judge Arun Bhardwaj also granted interim bail till 19th of next month to Rabdi Devi, Tejasvi Yadav, and others in a money laundering case. The court directed to produce Lalu Prasad through video conference on the 19th of next month in the cases filed by CBI and the Enforcement Directorate. Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satyapal Malik today took stock of security situation at a key security review meeting in Srinagar. Northern Army Commander Lieutenant General Ranveer Singh, along with senior officials from the Army, Police, CRPF, BSF and other security agencies, attended the meeting. The meeting reviewed the winter strategy, status of counter-terrorist operations and the aspects of alienation among the youth. The Governor appreciated the synergy being maintained through the joint efforts of all the agencies. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has charged the opposition of hypocrisy on fuel prices. He questioned the commitment of Congress President Rahul Gandhi and his allies with non-BJP ruled states refusing to cut taxes on fuel. In a Facebook post, the Finance Minister asked if they are only committed to tweets and television bites when it comes to giving relief to the common man. Mr. Jaitley accused the government critics of taking a U-turn by terming the cut in petrol and diesel prices by 2.5 rupees per litre by the centre as bad economics. The Finance Minister said the NDA government has an exemplary record of fiscal prudence. He added that government urged the states to cut taxes on oil and most of the BJP NDA ruled states did so while others refused. He said the challenges thrown up by the increase in the international price of crude oil is serious and cannot be resolved by either the tweets or television bites of some opposition leaders. The government had on Thursday announced a 2.5 rupees per litre cut in petrol and diesel prices. In Jammu and Kashmir, the death toll has risen to 20 in the tragic road accident which took place today in Ramban district of Jammu Division. District Development Commissioner Ramban Shaukat Ejaz told AIR that the mishap occurred when the driver of the ill-fated vehicle lost control over the vehicle near Kela Mode on Jammu-Srinagar National Highway and it fell into a 300 feet deep gorge. Meanwhile, J&K Governor Satyapal Malik has expressed grief over loss of precious lives and has announced an ex gratia of 5 lakh rupees each to the next of the kin of the deceased and 50,000 rupees to the injured. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees to the next of the kin of those who lost their lives in accidents in Jammu and Kashmir and Uttarakhand. He also announced 50,000 rupees for each of the seriously injured in the accidents. In a series of tweets, Mr. Modi expressed his anguish at the loss of lives due to a minibus accident in Jammu and Kashmir. He also expressed condolences to the family of the pilgrims from Gujarat who lost their lives due to an accident in Uttarakhand. Soil Health Management SHM is one of the most important interventions under National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture or NMSA. SHM aims at promoting integrated nutrient management INM through judicious use of chemical fertilizers including secondary and micronutrients along with organic manures and biofertilizers. Here is a ground report from our Mumbai correspondent.
The soil health cards issued under the Soil Health Management mentions soil samples, details and results of the sample tested from farmers' land, besides the land type and the geoposition of the land. This complete information about the nature of the soil has helped many farmers in selecting the right crop. More than 2.5 lakh farmers of Jalna district have examined the soil in the last 2 years and have received their soil health cards. After implementing the suggestions received through the test, farmers are happy to have a good produce. A farmer from Godegaon in Jalna district shared his experience with us.
मैं नीतीश तवरे, मेरे पास 9 एकड़ खेती है, उसमें से 2.5 एकड़ मैंने ग्रेप्स लगाए हैं। ग्रेप्स लगाने से पहले मैंने जिला कृषि विभाग खरपुड़ी कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र से मिट्टी परीक्षण किया था। उनका मृदा आरोग्य कार्ड मुझे मिला है, उसमें मुझे मेरे खेत में कौन से घटक है और कौन से नहीं यह पता चला। अब मैं ग्रेप्स को उसके अनुसार खत का उपयोग करता हूँ, तो इसलिए ग्रेप्स इस साल बहुत अच्छे आए हैं, मुझे बहुत फायदा हुआ है।
The soil health cards are benefiting farmers in a big way in maintaining the health of their agriculture land and getting a good yield. With Madhuri and Nisha, this is Sonali Ghadiyar Patil, AIR News, Mumbai.
The India Meteorological Department has predicted heavy to very heavy rains in Kerala from today, extending till Tuesday. As per Met Department, the low pressure formed near Lakshadweep in Arabian Sea is likely to intensify into a cyclonic storm by today evening or early morning tomorrow. The state government has put its state machinery on high alert. Meanwhile, considering heavy rain predictions, sluice gates of most dams have been kept open. The Met Department has also predicted heavy to very heavy rain at isolated places over Tamil Nadu and Puducherry and heavy rain at isolated places over Andaman and Nicobar Islands, coastal and south interior Karnataka from today to Wednesday. In Pakistan, an accountability court in Lahore today granted 10 days remand of PMLN President Shehbaz Sharif to National Accountability Bureau or NAB over his alleged involvement in a housing scam. The NAB, which arrested the PMLN president yesterday, had sought a 15-day remand to investigate his alleged involvement in the multi-billion rupees corruption case. Shehbaz is the younger brother of ousted Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, who is facing corruption charges in 3 cases. Meanwhile, talking to media in Lahore today, PMLN spokesperson Mariam Aurangzeb said her party is being victimized in the name of accountability. Japanese troops stormed a beach in the Philippines today in a joint exercise with US and Filipino troops. Officials said it marked the first time Tokyo's armored vehicles rolling on foreign soil since World War II. The exercise was codenamed Kamandag. Japan's Major Koki Inoue said that the purpose of the exercise is to improve Japan's operational capability, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief training. Dominant India outclassed the West Indies today by an innings and 272 runs on the third day of the opening test in Rajkot to register their biggest ever win in Test cricket. Registering an emphatic win against a clueless Windies team, India now have a 1-0 lead in the 2-match Test series. After a brilliant bowling effort in the first innings, Indian spinners repeated their performance in the second, bundling the visitors out for 196 runs in the final session. Kuldeep Yadav, 5 for 57, claimed his maiden 5-wicket haul as he ran through the Windies batting order in the second innings. The second and final test will be played from the 12th of this month at Hyderabad. India defeated host Malaysia by 2-1 in the opening match of the 8th Sultan of Johor Cup Junior Hockey Tournament in Johor Bahru, Malaysia today. India will face New Zealand tomorrow. Commander Abhilash Tomi, who was under medical observation at IL Amsterdam, was brought to Visakhapatnam safely on board INS Satpura today. An official release said he has now been shifted to the Naval Hospital for observation and medical assistance. Commander Tomi was participating in the Golden Globe Race 2018, representing India in the Around the World race without modern navigation aids. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Election Commission announces dates for assembly polls in 5 states. Chhattisgarh to have 2-phase poll, while Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Telangana and Mizoram to have single-phase polling. Prime Minister Narendra Modi accuses the Congress of practicing vote bank politics and dividing people to gain power. President Ramnath Kovind calls for robust health care to expecting mothers and newly borns in the making of a strong nation. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley charges the opposition of hypocrisy on fuel prices, with non-NDA rule states refusing to give relief to common man. And in Rajkot cricket test, India beat West Indies by an innings and 272 runs. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. That's all in the news at 9. Good night.